Being passionate about what you're doing, that's probably the biggest thing. And that's so cliche. I can't tell you how cliche I think that's being, said over and over and over, be passionate about what you're doing. But man, if you sit back and you go, yeah, what do I like to do? And if you can make money doing it at the same time, it's like, fuck, everything, the world's great. Right. And so jump rope for me was literally, I was that guy in the gym when I started CrossFit over 13 years ago. I just had my 13-year anniversary in middle of May. I sucked at double unders, and it was just a passion project to figure out my own shit. And I didn't care about anybody else. Honestly, I wanted to fix my shit so that I could beat everybody else, because that was the one thing that I really, really was struggling at. And so, yeah, it wasn't a job, and it still isn't a job. When I figured it out and figured out my own problems and how that really applies to a lot of people. That was the cool thing, is that I never wanted to be in the jump rope game, but I made a rope that worked for me, and I figured out things that helped me jump better. And because it was a two-part equation, right? Just the rope was an issue because what I was using wasn't fitting my body or technique, and what I was doing with the rope was also very flawed. So once I started dialing in, answering all those questions, so many other people had the exact same problem, right? I was not unique at all. And so that was really cool. So that's been awesome. Never thought I'd ever sell a jump rope in my life. I was in real estate. I was a real estate broker prior to getting into this, and I'm used to, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 commissions, depending on, we're in Southern California, homes are expensive. So you sell a home, you make a huge commission that might take you, 60 or 90 days. And then converting over to selling jump ropes, it would freak me out. Like, holy shit, I'm going to make my living $35 at a time, like $35, just sell a jump rope for $35. That was a weird mental shift. But anyway, so be passionate, and you'll never work a day in your life for sure. The other thing is trust other people, building a good team. That was huge. At the beginning, I did everything like literally myself, like sitting on my sofa in my garage, building ropes, sitting in my living room sofa, watching American Idol, and, typing out shipping labels on my laptop, and answering, calls on my BlackBerry, because it was BlackBerry back then. And so building a team was huge, and being able to give up control of certain aspects of the business. There are things that happen in my business now that, maybe I should be embarrassed to say this, but there are functions and processes that happen now that I have no clue how they work, because I have better people that are handling those things, and I trust them. My wife is my partner, so she's more on top of those nuts and bolts. So at the beginning, though, that was a weird shift for me to, give up that control, because I did everything, and I was thinking about that the other day. I never look in my bank account anymore. And that's a weird thing, because before, multiple times a day, I would check our bank account, right? Business account, personal account, whatever, multiple times a day, check it. And then luckily my wife is my partner. So when I handed that over to her, that was just a big weight off my shoulders to never have to worry about that. And then I could focus on what I'm good at, right?